ensure ethical use of AI while expanding access to information? I think the way to do it, the way forward is more open conversations, more training on use of AI. So I think institutes, universities, etc., must probably introduce. There should be like compulsory courses on how to the ethical use of AI, because it's still new. A lot of institutes still are formulating courses around it, but it should be like how you have mandatory courses on research ethics. This is going to be a part of your curriculum. If it already hasn't been, it is going to be a part of that. So without proper training, without proper knowledge, it can be misused. It already is being misused. So let's be more, cautious. At the same time, more aware. So if you have a colleague or somebody who's not sure, is this the correct way to use AI? Say from this session or any other sessions that a lot of workshops and webinars are being conducted. So keep yourself updated on whatever is happening in the field of AI. And probably if you don't have a course on AI in your university, you can talk to your dean or somebody and say, we need to have a curriculum, a course on, a credit course. So you take it seriously and you learn about the ethical and responsible use of AI. Okay. Will AI eventually replace traditional gatekeepers of knowledge such as journals and publishers? I really love this question because, there are some problems with traditional publishing. So as we know, these big publishers, the big five as they are known, right? Elsevier, Nature, Springer, all of these, they are the gatekeepers of knowledge, and they are making a lot of money. So in fact, I would say they are perpetuating a lot of this divide because APCs or article processing charges are very high, and a lot of scientists are not able to pay that, so they don't publish in those papers. There are a lot of problems around peer review. Peer review is not happening properly, or researchers are not available to do it. They're not willing to do it, or they're doing a shoddy job. So I actually believe that AI will play a role. It may not replace, but it will play a role in ushering a change. So if you think about 40, 50 years ago, journals were completely print journals. There was no online version, right? So from print, we moved to online. And now, in a few years or decades, AI will definitely revolutionize the system of journals and paper publishing. It'll be a very different model. I don't know what it will be, but it will definitely be different. And yes, AI will definitely play a very important role. So I think that's a very, very valid question. And I think it's a very hopeful situation to be in, because I personally am not very happy with the current publication model where very few journals and publishers hold this power and money, and researchers have to pay high APCs, or we have to pay to read papers that are behind a paywall. It's a lose-lose for many people. So yes, AI will play a role. Great question. Thank you. We have 5 more minutes, and I hope you all have filled the feedback form. Okay, there's one more question. How can universities and institutions responsibly integrate AI into learning systems? So as I said, one way of doing it is that they talk to experts and they onboard them to create some kind of, if not a course, then at least regular workshops, hands-on workshops where you actually ask the students to participate in how to use AI, how can you integrate it in your day-to-day work as a researcher. So this is something that at a much higher level, the leadership of universities and institutions have to seriously think about it, and many are doing it. So as I said, if it's not there at your particular university, please talk to them and say that everywhere, at least abroad, people are starting these kind of courses and workshops. So we have to be hands-on, and it has to keep updating. It can't be, just one set in stone kind of course. It will keep adapting, keep changing. Tools keep changing, developments keep changing. So it's going to be a very dynamic kind of module that has to be there in every learning system, not just universities, I would say in schools as well. Because young kids are using chatbots. They need to know how to use them correctly.